Police have wasted no time in charging 3 suspects in connection with that major drug find at a home on Market Street last Friday.
The arraignment comes just days after 5 people were charged before the courts in connection with $2 million worth of drugs found in Inagua. Fern Carey has more.
28-year-old Jamaican national Orlando Murray wearing the red shirt, 42-year-old Bahamian Shantae Hill pictured in the gray sweater, and Bahamian David Colebrook in the black jacket made their first appearance in the magistrate court. The trio is accused of conspiring to import an estimated $1 million worth of suspected marijuana into the Bahamas. The over 1,000 pounds of dangerous drugs was seized last Friday by drug enforcement officers at a home on John Street off Market Street. The court also charged them with conspiring to import dangerous drugs, possession of dangerous drugs with intent to supply, and importation of dangerous drugs. Colebrook and Hill pleaded not guilty to the charges. Murray initially pleaded guilty, but later changed his plea to not guilty. All of the defendants complained that they were beaten while in police custody, which was noted by the court. Now, due to the nature of the offense, bail was denied and they were all remanded to prison. The case has been adjourned. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
A bomb scare at the South Street Magistrates Court Complex interrupted proceedings briefly this morning. Officer in charge of the South Street Complex, Superintendent Oscar Sands, says a fire brigade team was called in after a male who identified himself as being a member of the One World Order called and said a bomb was in the building.
The evacuation of everybody, make sure the persons were safe distance from the building, then we do that search. As a result, you see we now have everybody return to the courts and continue the courts functions.
A number of business owners were arraigned in the magistrates' court today for failing to pay their National Insurance Board contributions. Among them, Alexander Schaefer of Robin Hood Enterprises, who allegedly owes NIB more than $77,000. Schaefer was granted $10,000 bail with one surety. Also hauled before the court, Watson construction owner Brendan Watson. He allegedly owes NIB more than $5,000. Watson was also granted $10,000 bail with one surety. The court also charged businessman Eugene Robinson for failing to pay more than $14,000 in contributions. He was granted $5,000 bail. Now, all of the matters were adjourned. Buford Curtis prosecuted the case on behalf of NIB.
Still to come, the New Providence Women's Basketball Association gets closer to a championship. We've got the highlights coming up in ZNS Total Sports.
And then for one R.M. Bailey student, his studies could soon take off. Find out how coming up. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.